Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and this week's episode, we're excited to talk to you about a new podcast from Hall of Fame basketball coach and best-selling author, John Calipari. All right? Is it Calipari or Calipari? I can never pronounce his name right.
Calipari, some shit.
I call him John Cal, Coach Cal. All right, the show is called CalCast. It's got unfiltered conversations between Coach Cal and top athletes in the game, successful business leaders, and groundbreaking performers. Make sure you catch the episode now with who you think, Schultz. Who you think?
Man, I already know who it is.
Who do you think loves Coach Cal so much that he would go on his show?
I mean, did he buy him bottles is the question. That's
he didn't. He's probably bought Coach Cal a car. Drake, all right? Aubrey Drake Graham. He talks about his biggest fear in life and why he wishes music was more like sports. And Drake shares how he's pushing his career beyond music with some unexpected new projects. You can hear more conversation with guests like Phil Knight, Coach K, Charles Barkley by subscribing to CalCast. That's CAL Cast in iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcast from. How the hell does Coach Cal have time to do a damn podcast?
Well, I don't know.
like Jesus Christ. But I'm going to check that out. Now, also, go to BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com. Order some Brilliant Idiots merchandise. Order some socks. Order some T-shirts. Order some hoodies. When you go there and stuff is sold out, trust me, just keep refreshing. It'll be back up shortly. Salute to High U Clothing. They always keep us in stock. So go to BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com and order some Brilliant Idiots merchandise. If you fuck with us. If you don't, I understand. Also, Black Privilege. My first book, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. It'll be in bookstores April 18th. You can pre-order now at seethebook.com, CTHABOOK.com. Pre-orders are looking chunky. You know, salute to everybody ordering from Amazon, everybody ordering from Barnes & Nobles. I appreciate you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay?
Also, is there anything else you got?
Nah, that's it for me. Well, Uncommon Sense comes back February 24th on MTV2. That's it for me.
Okay. What time? 11 o'clock?
11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. live. Every Friday live.
Live every Friday, baby.
Okay. All right. I got some shows coming up. Right now, I'm in L.A., so I'm going to be doing a show out here in L.A. the 21st of February at the Hollywood Improv. So I want everybody to come out in L.A. Hopefully they have that up on the Hollywood Improv website. Make sure you get tickets for that. We're going to sell that one out. Then I'm going to be March 23rd through 26th. I'm going to be back in NorCal in Sunnyvale, California, Rooster Tea Feathers. We had to reschedule that date. Thank you for everybody who's willing to work with me on that. And then April 28th through 30th, I'm going to be at Liberty Township, Ohio Funny Bone. We had to reschedule that one as well. We had to reschedule those because I'm out here in LA filming a sitcom, baby. Let's go.
Oh, what's the name of the sitcom? Can you give us some details?
I can't really talk about it because I don't want to get fired. So I don't want to, taint everything just yet. But the idea is really cool. As soon as I can talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm excited, and so I'm out here in LA, just living this life. So you're gonna be out here next week, aren't you?
I'm gonna be out there next week. But what can you give us some details? It is like a major network sitcom.
So basically, the show is called There's Johnny, and it's a cool story. It's about when Johnny Carson, who was the host of the original Tonight Show. I don't think people really understand like the magnitude of the Tonight Show back at that time. Like I think his wedding episode got like 50 million viewers. It was like Super Bowl.
Come on,
viewers.
Man! Biggest shit in the world. Biggest show in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
it's been a bigger late night talk. Matter of fact, it hasn't. There has not been a bigger late night talk show host than Johnny Carson.
Of course not. Like this is what America went to bed to. People used to call him Mr. Carson. Like that's the thing. So basically he took the show from New York to LA, and the show that I'm on is about what's kind of like how the show is put together. So it's about the producers, the writers. I play this kind of New York writer on it it's not really about Johnny Carson, but more about the people that are putting the show together. And it's dope, man. It's fucking dark, and it takes place in the 70s. I got to get like 70s clothing and shit. Get my cute little waist showing. All right.
That late night world is an amazing world. One of the best books I ever read was The Late Shift. About Letterman, Leno, and the network battle for the night, and it just talked about Johnny Carson and how that seat was such a coveted seat, and they literally were grooming people for years for that seat, so they just didn't know who it would go to, whether it would be David Letterman or Jay Leno. Actually, it was supposed to go to Joan Rivers, but Joan Rivers kind of like blew it because she went and signed her deal with Fox, kind of behind Johnny's back. Johnny's the godfather. You got to get Johnny's blessing. Johnny been having you on this show all the time and got your profile up. Now people and they used to let Joan co-host. Guest host whenever Johnny wasn't there. So he kind of gave her that platform to even get noticed to have a late night show. But she didn't kiss the ring the right way, and she went to sign to Fox. That didn't work out for her.
No, it didn't.
That did not work out for her.
What you should absolutely do is, if you guys have some time, is go YouTube old Tonight Show clips.
I do.
I know you do that. I'm saying to people that listen, because what you'll see is, I was just doing a little research watching it, and what you'll see is you'll see conversation. Like, it's not like now where like everything is a game. It's like, okay, well, right now we've got pies, and if you get this question wrong, I'm gonna throw a pie in your face, and you throw it in my face.
Johnny was a beast at that. David Letterman was a beast at conversation.
It was conversation, and it was slow. This is the thing that's really interesting.
I'm gonna tell you who else.
Yeah,
Arsenio Hall was a great conversationalist.
Sure. But one of the things that I noticed about it is the pacing was slow. Yep. And sometimes jokes didn't go over, and they just sat there in them. And it was this real casual conversation. And I'm sitting back there watching. I'm like, yo, this is podcasting. That's what it is now.
I mean, that's what podcast is. Podcast is a great conversation.
The podcast has essentially filled the void that late night convo had. And it was so interesting, man. It's like, you don't need all the gimmicks. If you have somebody who's talented in conversation and they can actually bring that out of somebody, you don't need all the fucking gimmicks, man. You just see two people have a genuine conversation.
Bruh, that's just that's why you just got to keep it 100. Like, for example, we had the Migos today, right?
How was that?
The Migos aren't always the greatest interview, but as soon as I walked in the room, Quavo goes, I have my computer up, Quavo goes, man, these are your questions, Charlamagne? He said, man, you ain't got no better questions than this? he was like, yeah. I was like, man, you relax, let me do my job. And he was like, I'm saying, man, everybody knows I was a quarterback in high school. They know we used to be the Polo Club. I said, you better stop thinking everybody knows you. All right, like there's people that listen to the Breakfast Club that don't know you, but that is what I put on the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's conversation. That's real conversation. Once you set the tone like that, you're good. Yeah. You're good. Set the tone with real conversation, bro. Always. That's why I don't even like the term interviews. No, I like conversations. Interviews, because what interviews do is they turn into interrogations, because it's somebody asking questions over and over and over, trying to get you to answer. Just have a conversation. And another trick, another jewel, I should be saving all this for my next book, because I got my idea for my next book already done, because it's going to be all about radio. But another jewel is, and this is why podcast is so dope, is if you look at the best interviewers, Barbara Walters, Oprah Winfrey, Diane Sawyer, they sit with their guests. They don't have like, okay, you got 15 minutes. They just sit there and they let it breathe, and they talk for however long, and then you either see the whole thing or you just see the best parts of that hour. That's why they look so phenomenal, and that's what I try to do with the Breakfast Club after every show. It's just like that's why I do interviews after the show. I don't want to do interviews during the show where you get 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. No, let's just sit down and chop it up. Period.
Yeah, no, that's great. You don't want the pressure of time. Like, you're not holding your breath. Right? You're not underwater for this. We're just lounging on the beach. Let's get something good. We can always cut out the boring shit. That's
bro,
fine.
Don't nobody snitch in 15, 20 minutes.
You got to watch the first 48.
You got to watch the first 48. It takes a while to get somebody to start talking, bro.
You got to bring them a Burger King, Whopper Jr. meal. You got to really sauce them up.
Yeah, I thought about that when I saw Tax. It's funny you say. I thought about that when I saw Tax getting let out the crib in handcuffs.
Uh-huh.
I really thought, like, I wonder if they got my dog some Burger King.
No, they got to get him a juice. I wonder if they brought him that green juice. He started spilling his guts.
I was wondering, because he didn't have like a disgusted look on his face. He just had a look like, all right, okay. Yeah. Salute to Tax. Wednesdays don't even feel the same. What happened this week, man?
Man, well, one, I survived Philly. I just want to put everybody on that. I'm
What
alive
you saying?
still.
You trying to say Philly pussy?
Man, I'm not trying to say that about Philly, okay?
What you
Why you
trying to say?
you stay trying to get me killed, okay? All I want to do is just congratulate the great city of Philadelphia for coming out to my shows, selling them out. That was exceptional. I think the only confrontation I had is after the shows when I was just shaking hands and taking some pictures. A couple people put their hand out for the handshake and then dabbed on me, okay? And I said, but you know what? I said it didn't happen unless you get it on video. You know, come on, bro. That never happened at all. So I was out there in Philly. It was cool. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely thought that I might get beat up. I accepted this as part of it. Yeah, I accepted it as part of it because I feel like, you know, maybe somebody would have done it just to kind of come up on their name or something like that. It'd be an easy target. But I will say this: there is power in people knowing that you will tell the cops. Like, I'm not part of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not part of this street life shit, bro. Like, I will tell the cops immediately. I will point you out of a lineup immediately. And I think there is some power in that shit.
Bro, I tell you that all the time. That's why don't nobody fuck with white dudes. I tell you that all the time. Like, I can have the biggest security guards, diesel as hell, dreadlocks, whatever. Somebody might still try me. Let me walk in there with one white man in a suit.
Bang.
that white male authority figure that they've been subconsciously putting in our head forever by showing us images of white male authority figures all our lives. Every time we open up a school book, we see white firefighters, white police. That shit means something, bro. That shit embedded something in people so crazy. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
No, listen, that's a good point. There's definitely value. There's definitely value to it, bro. I swear to God, I was walking down the street and I was thinking about that movie Taken. You know, when she's under the bed and Liam Neeson tells her, "Get all the details that you possibly can." Right. That's what every dude that I saw walking down the street, I was like, okay, hand tattoo, hat. Listen, green eyes.
Listen, you'll never be able to point out your murderer in a lineup in Philly. They all look alike. Everybody looks like Freeway. All right. All you're gonna see is a bunch of beards. He was dark skinned. He was black. He had a beard and a big stomach. You're like, okay.
Yo, Philly's just a bunch of fat Migos. But real talk, I do want to say thank you to Philly because the shows are fucking great. And Philly's a great comedy city. And I've said this a bunch of times. It sucks that they have that curse. But it is a great comedy city because it's angry. Like, Philly is an angry place. You could tell. Everybody's there. It's not like white people are angry, black people are angry. I don't even know if they have non-white or black people, but there is an anger there, which is great for comedy because people who are angry are not sensitive and easily offended by jokes.
Well, see, I think that Philly's one of those cities that's in like an alternative reality. You know, like, it's not that it's angry. It's actually the city of brotherly love. It's just the way that they spread their love is by looking angry all the time. So really, when they say fuck you in Philly, they really mean I love you. When they say get the fuck out of here, they really mean come give me a hug. All right. When they pull a pistol on you and say, "Give me all your money," what they're really saying is, "Could you make a donation to my charity, please?" You know. God bless Philly.
Yeah, is that it? Is that what it is? I feel like they named it the city of brotherly love so that they would be more friendly. Like, they're trying to use some reverse psychology to get people to stop being mean to each other.
Maybe they used to be nice guys though, because I mean, there's some real nice guys out of Philly. I mean, Questlove is a really nice guy. Kevin Hart is a really nice guy. Will Smith is a really nice guy. Maybe it's just, you know, over time, you know, they just got a little hardened.
Look, bro, I'm not sure what it is, but I had a fucking great time and I survived, and I think that's the most important.
That's all that matters. You survived. You survived Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Man, I survived that shit, bro.
God bless Philly.
I didn't even see Jazzy Jeff. I didn't even see Jazzy Jeff's kid. None of that shit.
Hey, listen, speaking of white male authority, Donald Trump is out here keeping promises.
Yo, man, the dude is keeping it real. Like, how you gonna hate on him?
Donald Trump said, Donald Trump first of all, I need to talk to somebody about this wall situation because I'm trying to figure out why was that such a good selling point for people. Like, I didn't think that was like a selling point that was going to make you run out and vote for Donald Trump. Clearly it was. And the fact that in his first 4 or 5 days in office, he's already signed the executive order to get that shit started, which, by the way, should piss off all Americans, and the reason it should piss off all Americans is because that wall is going to cost $16 billion to build, and it's going to be coming out of our tax dollars, and we live in a country where the water is still filthy in Flint, Michigan. We live in a country where you still have all these homeless veterans. We live in a country where, Donald Trump wants to send the feds into Chicago, when the reality of the situation is he should spend some money in Chicago and provide some more opportunities for these kids, open up some libraries and some rec centers, and open up some jobs. Like you know how many lives you can save right here in America with $16 billion, but you have that to spend on a wall? Like, think about it. $16 billion is literally 16 football stadiums. Like you can build 16 brand new football stadiums in every football city. $16 billion.
Listen, see that's when you're building them with Mexicans. Okay, that's the cost when you're building them with Mexicans. When you're building them with just Americans, shit, I don't know how much a football stadium is going to cost.
The Falcons are building a new stadium for $1.6 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
1.6. All I'm saying is $16 billion for a fucking wall, bro. Like, come on, America don't need that wall. Put some barbed wire up. You know what I'm saying? Put some dogs at the goddamn border. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, so here's the deal about it. It's definitely a good talking point to say, look at all the other things America could do with this money. But that conversation can always come up, right? Like, we can say, look at military spending. How are you going to spend this amount of money in military when you got this happening in Flint, Michigan, and you got people killing themselves, and you got veterans that are homeless? Like, you can bring that every time America spends money abroad, when they give millions of dollars to Iran or millions of dollars to Israel or Palestine or around the whole world in aid. We can make that same argument, right? But we're not going to stop giving money to these places. What a lot of people don't understand about the wall is it is actually going to put money in people's pockets, because Americans have to build the wall. So it's going to be immediate job growth creation, right? So there's I guess you could make some kind of argument about it. Look, I am so pro illegal immigration from Mexico. I'm so pro. So I don't want the wall, me personally.
I need to do some research to see how bad it is.
Here's
how bad is the illegal immigration? Like, really, how bad is it? How bad is the illegal immigration? And are people really crossing that border like that? Because somebody told me today that that's not even how they get in the country.
Yeah, it is. But it is how they get into the country. They use these it's called a coyote, and basically it's a service that you pay either before or after you get to America, and there are people that's what they do for a living. They take people across the border.
So it's an Uber. It's an Uber to get you across the border.
It's basically Uber, but just a tour guide.
Uber.
Uber. So, I mean, it was crazy. When I used to work in restaurants, I would hear these stories, man. I heard this crazy story. This kid who was 16 years old, he crossed the border in from Tijuana to San Diego or whatever that is in California. And he crossed the border and he didn't speak a lick of fucking English, and he had a fake passport, and he actually made it across the border, and he sat at this train station because that's where he was supposed to get picked up, and nobody came to pick him up. Jesus. So he's in America. He doesn't speak any English. Nobody's there to pick him up. He doesn't know where he's supposed to go, right? So what does he do? He has to cross back to Mexico.
That's got to suck.
Imagine you made it to the States. You're here. You finally come across. Your family in Mexico is waiting for you to send money back. All the pressure. And then you have to go back across because you're worried that you'll either go to jail or die if you stay in America. I mean, isn't that...
It wasn't for him.
Well, no, then he came back eventually. But I mean, people don't realize like what these folks give up to come here. You know, it ain't like I'm going to go stay with my aunt in South Carolina for the weekend. You know, it's I'm going to go be completely alone in a place where I don't speak the fucking language so I can, you know, provide some, you know, living situation for my folks. All I'm saying is I got a lot of respect for people who do it. That being said, I understand it. It is illegal, and I don't have any argument against the wall. Like I just don't see why the wall. I just don't see why a $16 billion wall is necessary. Clearly, we need some type of border security, but a $16 billion wall. Like, what have we? Put it like this: what have we been doing all this other time?
Like, what's been going on all these years?
Well, there's walls there. That's what people don't understand. It's like people go, oh my God, how awful is Donald Trump? He's building a wall. Go to San Diego. There's been a wall there for 30 years. The wall goes right into the water.
So why is it $16 billion? However much it cost 30 years ago, how about can we do it at that price? Put some barbed wire around it, make it nice, put some Rottweilers at the fucking border. You know what I mean? Like instead of euthanizing all these pit bulls, like when you fucking get these crazy pit bulls, instead of euthanizing all Michael Vick's dogs, put them at the goddamn border. Like, find a fucking.
Let me tell you something. If you know anything about Mexicans, Cesar Millan is the greatest dog trainer of all time. Okay, you put him on the other side of that border, he's gonna do one little stop. All those damn dogs are gonna be working for him. He's gonna stroll right into Houston or whatever with a gang of dogs. That's how it's going down.
I'm at the point where I am not, and I've been felt this way, but I'm not going to awfulize the next 4 years. I'm not going to awfulize the Trump administration. I'm just going to view the Trump administration as a alternative reality show. That's it. It's like House of Cards. It's a dramedy. Like the Trump administration really is a dramedy. Like they do things that are extremely sad and could be extremely dangerous, but then they do things that are extremely funny. The funny things they do are actually sad. Like, But that is what happened. This is the thing, though, and this is the conversations I've been having all week with people. I understand that Donald Trump, by title, is the president of the United States of America. But let's not forget, he still is the executive producer of Celebrity Apprentice. He's a celebrity in chief. Like you're upset with him because he's at Trump Towers meeting with Steve Harvey, Kanye West, Jim Brown, Ray Lewis. Those are his peers, really. That's what he's used to. That's what he's used to. Like you're mocking him. You're laughing because he cares about inauguration size. Trump, Schultz, do you not care when people come to your comedy show?
Hell yeah, dude. That's all I'm thinking about.
Do you not care about the size of your crowd? You know why?
If somebody said to me, yo, nobody was at Schultz's show last night, I'd be showing them pictures. Hell yeah.
And that's what Donald Trump's mindset is still that of a celebrity. Most presidents have been groomed to be president. This is the first time in American history that somebody is in the White House with no political experience whatsoever. Zero, zilch, nada. He's a celebrity. So he's acting like a celebrity, period. Yeah, all the tweeting every goddamn thing.
You know what it is? He's very brand conscious, right? He comes from a celebrity, but also hotel world where reputation is everything, right? And he's taking the reputation is everything attitude into politics. Your hotel can have a 95% approval rating. Your political career will never have a 95% approval rating, right?
Never.
I mean, nobody would go to a hotel where half the reviews or even more than half the reviews were bad, but that's what politicians go to. I mean, Obama just left office with the highest approval rating of like any recent president, and it was only at 60%. You can't even pass. You don't even have to pass to be an amazing president that everybody likes.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Why? Because I don't know I can't remember what the exact number is, but let's just say 60 million people voted for Trump.
Yeah.
63 million voted for Hillary. Like it's already split.
Yeah. Like, no, you're right.
You're never going to have 100% approval rating from the country. It's not happening.
Yep. So that's what you got to do. It's like it would be like if TV ratings were based on the people who watch the show and the people who didn't watch the show, right? Like when you get ratings for the Celebrity Apprentice and like people say how the show was, it's only the people who watched it, right? And if most people are watching it, they're going to probably say decent things if they're a fan of the show. But I just think with Trump, he has to be concerned because he could be easily manipulated like this. All you got to do is publicly embarrass his brand. Show his brand to be weak, and that's what the Democrats did not do in the whatever process in the election.
You know why? You know why? Because they thought he was embarrassing himself, but they didn't realize that nobody gives a fuck anymore.
No, they did not.
Nobody gives a fuck anymore, bruh. Like we've been past the fucking moral standards of society. There are no moral standards. 9 times out of 10, if it doesn't make sense, it's probably gonna win.
You know what? It don't need to make sense. It just needs to be sexy, right? It's just memes. Like there'll be memes that sound great, but they might not make logical sense, right? Like this, like the wage gap. Everybody talk about the wage gap. We need to stop the wage gap. Like people actually believe that there's only sexism is the cause of the wage gap. Like they actually believe it just because it sounds cute. It's memeable. It's gifable. You can put it out there, and he just puts shit out there. We're gonna clobber ISIS in the first week. How? I don't know. But that shit sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds sexy. It's like it's no rhyme or reason. Just tell people what the fuck they want to hear. Sell them a dream.
Sell the dreams.
Listen,
sell the dreams.
my favorite stand-up comic right now, by the way, is Sean Spicer, the fucking national press secretary.
Yo, why didn't he just make Ryan Seacrest the national secretary?
Bro, Sean Spicer is incredible to me.
Why? What'd he do?
I mean, because after the inauguration, for you to go up there, listen, first of all, you need loyal people like this on your team. Like, I mean, even though he's probably the biggest yes man ever in the history of life, I mean, like, he probably holds Donald Trump's dick when he pees and then shakes it for him. But after the inauguration, for you to stand up there and hold a press conference and tell America that this was the largest crowd of any presidential inauguration ever. and dare you to dispute it, that takes some balls. That was incredible. That was number one. Number two, when he was talking to I think her name is April Rice. And April Rice was talking to him about why Donald Trump hasn't met with any civil rights leaders. Why is he only meeting with athletes, entertainers, whatever. Sean Spicer looked her dead in the eye and goes, well, I mean, he's met with Martin Luther King Jr. so somebody goes Martin Luther III, and then the lady April goes, no, that's his son. Sean didn't even acknowledge it. Sean just kept talking. Sean, he was like, he met with pastors. Like, he didn't even acknowledge it. He was like, look, man, Martin Luther the King, Martin Lawrence, Trayvon Martin, all the same. All right? He just kept fucking going. The guy's amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing.
I need to check it out. I know that there's that alternative facts thing came out. And let me just say this to everybody who's criticizing alternative facts. If you're a girl and then you have filters on your Instagram pics, I don't want to hear you yapping about alternative facts, okay? Your whole life is alternative facts. Those makeup tutorials you do, alternative facts. Everything about you is alternative facts. Every one of you guys that flexes like you got money, you got a chain, but you rent that shit or it's fake, alternative facts, okay? Everybody out here leasing vehicles, alternative facts, all right? Everybody with a beard because you don't have a chin or jawline, alternative facts.
It's only an alternative fact when you lease a vehicle and somebody asks you if that's yours and you say, yeah, I bought it. It's mine.
Yeah, I bought it.
This is the thing, though. This is what we also need to realize. Everybody listens to the fucking Brilliant Idiots, bro. Because this is the alternative fact show. And it's been the alternative fact show for 2 motherfucking years. You think we don't see y'all in our SoundClouds correcting us on shit? We don't give a fuck, okay? We don't care about the facts. We care about feelings. Does it feel like something, okay? You know who's in the Super Bowl in my life? The Dallas Cowboys and New England Patriots, okay? Because it feels like the Cowboys were supposed to beat the Packers, therefore we did. You know who the president is to me? Hillary Clinton. You know why? Because it feels like she won, okay? Those are the alternative facts that I deal with. I deal with that alternative reality. The Brilliant Idiots has been the alternative fact platform for at least the past 2 years. Thank you.
And you know what we do that Donald Trump needs to start realizing? Stop giving a fuck.
You think Trump cares?
Well, here's the thing. On some level, he cares because this is how I know he cares, because he cared that people thought people didn't come out to his inauguration. But the reality is they came out to vote for you. Fuck the inauguration. If you vote me into office, I don't care if a single person doesn't show up to the inauguration. What is it? If nobody shows up, now I'm not president anymore? It doesn't mean anything, the inauguration. It's done. It's like a birthday party. Whether you have the party or not, you're still going to be 30.
Yeah, but it's kind of like not making your wife come. Like, that's your wife. Well, you know, that is the best example. It's your wife. So even though you want to make her come, if she don't, you really shouldn't give a fuck.
Well, then stop.
like it's your wife. Like,
that's
you know what I mean? If it's like, you should want to make her come, and you should strive to make her come.
Right.
But if she doesn't, you know you got another chance. You know what I mean?
It's like, I also make you warm at night with the
There
roof
you
that we
go.
have.
There you go. There you go.
You know,
exactly.
I also
There
keep
you
you
go.
safe. I also make sure that you can eat and our daughters can eat. Yeah, I'm doing other things besides making you come. Stop being so picky about this. Get a vibrator or sit yourself under the bathtub.
There you go. There you go.
Look, here's the thing. The reality of the matter is that he's too concerned, in my personal opinion, with public perception. He needs to get over that because he'll never make everybody happy. It's just the reality. He could be easily manipulated by it. But in fact, if people came to his inauguration or not means nothing. If they inaugurated him in Alabama, I guarantee there'd be fucking 10 million people there. If they inaugurated him in any of the states where he won, they did it in DC, right? On the East Coast, which is going to be majority liberal Democrat. It's just around, and it did it on a fucking Thursday when it's raining. It's like there's other factors.
I mean, it's
like
two things.
They made a big deal about the Women's March having all these people. Yeah, it's on a Saturday.
Yeah, but these are the biggest factors. The biggest factors are, number one, we have a bunch of sneaky Trump supporters. So sneaky Trump supporters aren't going to show their face at his inauguration. That's just the truth of the matter.
That's just the truth.
That's just the truth of the matter. We know that we live in a world full of sneaky Trump supporters. I'm telling you, man, Trump supporters are like people with HIV/AIDS. I don't know any of them. I only know a couple who will admit to you, hey, I got HIV/AIDS. I only know a couple that'll tell you, look, I voted for Trump, period. Number two, you're absolutely right. Fucking Bubba Chuck them in Mississippi, they wanted to go, but they didn't know how to get there. They didn't know. Gas up the truck, let's go to D.C. Which way is D.C.? Follow the fucking sun. Follow the sun, Bubba Chuck. They didn't know how to get there, bro. Like, that's it, period.
Very true. Very true. That's what he should have said. He should have just come out and said that. Be like, listen, DC and the surrounding areas, these aren't big markets for, our campaign. It's just the reality of the matter. And I'm very grateful for everybody who came out. And you should have been, just be gracious about it. It's not like we know that you didn't win. We know that you won, and we know people support you. Get the fuck over it.
I wouldn't give a fuck who's at the inauguration. You won. You won. I don't give a shit. Listen, people didn't show up to your inauguration, but they showed up to the polls.
That's all that matters.
But clearly, you won the electoral goddamn vote. I mean, you didn't win the popular vote, but you won the electoral vote. That's all that fucking matters. Oh, we're gonna pay some bills. I want to come back and we'll talk about the Women's March, and I want to talk about why I think the Women's March was so dope.
All right, let's do it.
All right, today's episode of Brilliant Idiots is also brought to you by Blue Apron. Blue Apron's mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. Their chefs and farmers work together to make food more sustainable and recipes more delicious. Blue Apron sends you higher quality food at a better value by cutting out the middleman and delivering ingredients at their most fresh. Okay, it's a uniquely integrated model, which means better ingredients, better pricing, and a better planet for us all. You'll cook incredible meals from scratch with perfectly portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes. Those who spend a lot eating out are at high-end grocery chains can now spend under $10 per person for a delicious meal with Blue Apron. Some of the meals available in January are delicious, creamy shrimp fettuccine with sauteed green beans and spinach, sweet chili chicken with Tinkerbell peppers, green beans, and jasmine rice, spiced steak and tomato avocado salad with creamy cone cabbage and red onion slaw. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free, including free shipping, by going to blueapron.com/idiots. That's blueapron.com/IDIOTS. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Hey, salute to Combat Jack too. The reason
what happened with Kanye?
I've just been because usually my podcast rotation consists of tax season, the read, drink champs, and whatever week's TED Talk. I listen to Carrie Champion Be Honest from time to time as well too. Salute to Carrie, but I used to listen to Combat Jack a lot. I just got so much other podcasts on my plate. I just wasn't tuning in. So I just started tuning in like the past couple weeks. Jack's had some real good shows. I liked the podcast with All Hip Hop, and he had a really great conversation with Jamel Hill and Michael Smith from ESPN. Like it was just it was a really, really solid conversation. And I see he got my homegirl Angela Rye coming up this week, next week. I think it's when Jack drops once a week, right? Yeah, so next week he's got Angela Rye from CNN, who I think is really, really dope. So I can't wait to hear that. But just salute to Combat Jack for doing a great job. But
excellent. Check that out.
The Women's March.
Yes.
I thought it was phenomenal. And I'm gonna tell you the main reason I thought it was phenomenal. Going forward from now until the rest of my life, I really don't want to have any divisive conversations. And the reason I don't want to have any divisive conversations, let me rephrase. I don't want to have divisive conversations about shit that we already know. Like, we know where the inequality lies in America. We know where people's civil liberties are being threatened in America. Like, we've had all of these conversations. We know all the problems. There's no need to acknowledge I'm not going to say there's no need to acknowledge the problems. I'm just saying let's just focus more on solutions going forward. We live in a very divisive country right now. Like, it's like everybody's picking sides. I don't want to do that. I want to focus on solutions, because this is what ends up happening, Schultz. You and a person disagree on an issue. Y'all disagree on a problem. You may know of a problem. You may tell it to this person. This person may not think that problem exists. So you spend all this time and this energy trying to convince a person that the problem exists. Those are the kind of people I want to have conversations with. If you know there's a problem, let's acknowledge the problem. Let's come to a solution. Why am I sitting there trying to convince someone that it's a problem? Like, imagine you just moved into your new place. It's a fucking, your fucking shower's running cold water. The landlord comes over and he goes, the water's not cold, it's fine. You're taking showers in that shit every fucking night.
Sure.
Clearly, you need to call in an outside opinion, someone who can come in, recognize the water's cold like you, and then figure out how to make the shit warm. That's all I'm trying to figure out how to do right now. So what I like about the Women's March was the togetherness of it. I saw a lot of women upset, like, a lot of black women saying that they don't like the intersectionality of the Women's March because white feminism is different than black feminism. Man, it comes a point in time where we all have to just come together and realize that the only way to have true change is solidarity. Because when it's just the Black March, people can just dismiss it. When it's just the Muslim march, people can just dismiss it. When it's just the gay march, people can dismiss it. But when you have the Muslims, the blacks, the gays, the white people all coming together, people are forced to deal with it. And they're forced to listen. It is strength in numbers. It is strength in solidarity. And that, like that scripture in the Bible says, where we're approaching a time where we're not going to war against flesh and blood. We're going to war against principles and values and wicked government. I feel like that's where we're at right now. So the good people just need to click up with good people to battle the evils that the world is facing, period. And that's what I feel like the Women's March represented.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. Did you go?
No, I did not go.
I went by accident.
How did you? How the fuck did you go by accident, bro?
Well, because I went to go see the Rocky statue when I was in Philly.
Okay.
Right? So, because I just wanted to take a picture of it holding an L up because I thought it'd be kind of funny. So I went to the Rocky statue. Also, the Rocky stairs are absolutely hilarious. Like, if you just go to the Rocky stairs.
No, you know what would have been funny? If you'd have stood in front of the Rocky statue and say, probably a bad time to say this, but I rooted for the Russian.
They can start questioning my patriotism. But so basically, if you go to the Rocky stairs, it's just Asian tourists running up the stairs and doing like punching. It's absolutely hilarious. It's the best people watching I've ever had in my entire life. But and they're screaming Rocky, but they're screaming it with the W. The Walkie.
Walkie.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's so funny, dude.
Walkie, you can't kick in the ring, Walkie.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, I was walking there, and then I just walked by the Women's March, and I just saw a bunch of people out there giving speeches, and there was actually these two dudes behind me that came there to kind of troll the march. Like, they bought silly string, and they're these two drunk dudes. They were like, "Yeah, women's rights, yeah, whatever."
They came out there. They just came out there to look at titties.
Basically, and there was a whole lot of titties out there, and back fat, but it is what it is. So. I went there and I saw, and I'm going to be honest with you. I thought I was super impressed because one, it was so peaceful. Like I looked up some stuff. There was zero violence. There was zero like fighting, just nothing. I think in the entire march around the whole country, there was nothing at all done.
Nothing.
And it really speaks to just women in general. Like when they come out with love, even if they're angry at a situation, when they come out with love and celebration, they're not going to tear shit down. And it's really amazing that women can do that. And it's a real struggle for men, no matter what men are promoting, no matter what we're celebrating. I mean, if we win a basketball championship, we're going to tear down the city. If we lose a basketball championship, we're going to tear down the city. If we're fighting for our rights, we're going to tear down the city. If we're celebrating the fact that we won something, we're going to tear. It's no matter what, we're going to be violent.
You know why it'll never be true togetherness with men? Ego.
Oh, of course.
Because even if we're on the same page about the same cause and we want the same exact thing, somebody's gonna have an ego. Something as simple as, no, let me go first. Or no, let me talk now. Like something, it's this ego. Like men have to check their egos in order to absolutely positively make a change or make a difference.
You're absolutely right.
Like that's just it. Like we got to check our egos. Women, not saying that women don't have egos, but I don't think that their egos are as crazy as men's are.
They have egos, but in different ways. You know, like it's not the same. Women have an unbelievable ego, but it's a different type of situation. They're just able to come together more. I mean, if you look at male jails, it's this like hierarchy situation where men are willing to kill each other to see who's the top dog and who's the alpha male of the group.
Exactly.
If you look at women's jails, it's just a bunch of girls braiding each other's hairs and eating each other's pussies. That's women's jail. It's not even, it's like camp. It's not even that bad. So there is a distinct difference between men and women in that regard. Women are just overwhelmingly less violent and less I guess physically abusive, and this is a great positive thing.
It did make me a little depressed only because I felt like if Hillary would have gotten to the White House, whether you agree with Hillary's politics or not, whether you think she was a terrible candidate, whether you think that she's just an evil person, that's the energy and the spirit that would have been across the country. It would have just been like some women's empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Like women would have just felt empowered. So you would have had that feeling you felt at that women's march or that you saw at that women's march. I feel like that would have just, spread across the whole country. And I realized,
I wonder if it would though, because I remember that was initially the feeling about Barack Obama getting into the office, but then 8 years later, you see so many people criticizing Barack Obama and black people criticizing Barack Obama and how he didn't do anything for black people and he wasn't able to accomplish these things for black. Which I don't think I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's historically accurate. But I wonder if at the end of 8 years you'd see the same people, only feminists, saying, "Oh, well, this just proves that a woman can't do anything when she's given the power," and yada yada yada. I mean, instead of looking at the situation and going, no, this proves that when people are in power, they can't just magically point at shit and Harry Potter that shit to be.
Unless you're Donald Trump.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, signing an executive order doesn't mean shit, right? It doesn't mean that things are exactly going to happen as is. So we still have to go through processes to make it happen. This is still a democracy at the end of the day. He might think he's a dictator, but he's going to be in for a rude awakening.
I thought executive order waives that. I thought that it don't even got to go through Congress once an executive order is signed.
It depends, right? It depends on situations. Like there's limits to his power. Like he can't do an executive order that he's going to that he's going to get rid of Congress. Like he can't sign an executive order that he's going to get rid of the Senate. He just, there's certain things that executive order power doesn't allow to happen. But then there's also things that executive orders can do, which just expedite the process. For example, if a country bombs us, I think he has the ability to retaliate because he's the commander in chief. It's not like we have to wait for a Senate vote.
He's the celebrity in chief.
He's the celebrity in chief. Yeah. So I think, look, there's a lot of shit that's going down. I think, I guess when it comes to the Women's March, what I want to talk to you about is and I've been asking people about this and I can't get an answer. I don't know what they were marching against. Was it a anti-Donald Trump march? Was it a march for rights? If it was a march for rights, what rights do they not have that they're marching for?
They were simply marching because we had Linda Sarsour, we had Tamika Mallory, we had Carmen Perez on the show. They were three of the women that really helped organize the march and take it to another level. They were marching against hatred. They were marching against bigotry. Linda is I don't want to get her ethnicity wrong, but she wears the hijab.
Well, you got the word ethnicity wrong.
Well,
that's for sure.
That's ethnicity. I'm right on brand. I'm right on brand with not being able to pronounce nothing. But she had the hijab on.
The hijab.
She had that. So I want to say she's a Muslim woman. But
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
And this is just to last week's episode. I want to. I said something in last week's or 2 weeks ago's episode that I want to respond to real quick because people misinterpreted me. We were talking about religion and like sucking Jesus's dick to go to heaven and all that kind of stuff, and like God making people not go to heaven.
We were talking about doing what you should do for your Lord, doing any and everything for your Lord.
Yeah. and I asked, I think it was either you or Wax, but I was like, why would God why would God make 2 billion Muslims if they're all going to go to hell, right? I'm not saying I think Muslims are going to go to hell. I think some people interpreted it like that. What I was saying is, in a Christian world with a Christian God and a Christian heaven, they technically wouldn't be going to that heaven. Therefore, this Christian God created 2 billion people that are going to hell, just like the Jews would also go to hell, just like everybody else would go to hell that doesn't believe in the Christian faith. So I want to clarify that.
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you. You so pussy. You clarifying in a world of alternative facts.
Let me tell you some shit
about people misconstruing you in a world of alternative facts.
Can I keep it very real with you? If I said any other religion was going to hell, I wouldn't say anything. But they believe in their shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They run up on you and give you a hug. Next thing you know, you just pieces all over the sidewalk.
Exactly. Like, what comes up, whispers in my ear. Hey, I'm a big fan of the Brilliant Idiots and Allah Akbar. What'd you say? You said what? I see something. Say something. I'm saying something.
But no, you know what else I realized about the Women's March? Oh, but what they was marching against was hatred, misogyny, bigotry. And I honestly feel like, because the Women's March was planned before they knew who was going to be in the White House, I think it was going to end up probably being more like a celebration if Hillary would have got in. But I still think if Hillary would have been in the White House, they still would have been marching against, those same things, like just show women more respect, so to speak. And then of course you got the wage gap and all of that. But I really think it was just more so about showing women more respect. And I think that they were going to use the fact that Hillary was in the White House as that, that point to say, look, we got a woman in the White House now. We can be leaders too. Show us respect. Boom. But Donald Trump just made it so fucking easy. He just made it so easy for them for the march to even be bigger. It's probably people who supported Trump who came to that march. I can't guarantee that, but I'm sure it's people who supported Trump who came to that march. Because if you notice now, you see all of these Twitter pages and Facebook pages with these people who got buyer's remorse, basically. Like, they're upset that they voted for Donald Trump. Like, they're having regret about it. So I'm sure it was people out there who felt that way.
And that's every person that's ever been elected. That's exactly how it goes. Absolutely. I don't know how you have buyer's remorse after one day. I mean, I don't think there's anything that he's done in one day that isn't consistent with what his rhetoric was throughout the campaign. So I don't understand how you feel misled or anything.
Listen,
like that.
I told y'all on this podcast, and I'm gonna tell y'all again. And I told y'all this months ago. The craziest thing in America is going to be when Donald Trump doesn't fulfill the promises he made to all those poor and disenfranchised white people. Mm-hmm. When he doesn't make those promises, because I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Ain't no coal mines coming back, bro. Like that shit is done. So when he doesn't make, when that wall gets built and that's all it is, watch how America flips on Donald Trump.
You know what? You know what I realized about this coal mine shit? Asking for coal mines is asking for dial-up internet.
Exactly. Duh.
You're not going to get the AOL CDs back, dog.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
It's over. Like, we got to keep it moving.
But
now there is something though. There is something about the wall that I find significant. I think the reason that he's building the wall is because I think if he builds it, it guarantees him re-election, and I'll tell you why. It is the most tangible thing that he can do to prove that he has accomplished something in office, right? He said he was going to do 3 things, right? He said he was going to destroy ISIS, he was going to ban Muslims, and he was going to build a wall. You can't ban Muslims. You just can't do it. It's unconstitutional. You just can't do it. You can't stop ISIS or guarantee you're going to stop ISIS. ISIS is an idea, right? You could kill the leader of ISIS, but some kid could go blow up or shoot up a gay club and just say, hey, I'm with ISIS. And that's part of what is happening.
Same thing with Black Lives Matter.
Sure. Same thing with Black Lives Matter. It's an ideology. I'd never want to compare Black Lives Matter to ISIS, but sure, let's do it. So
I'm not comparing them. That's an alternative. I'm just saying that somebody can shoot a cop and say Black Lives Matter, and all of a sudden, a member of Black Lives Matter.
Sure, exactly. Not yet. So basically, I think what he did is he goes, I'm going to build the wall. That means in 4 years, I can say, hey, I told you I was going to do this shit and I did it. And look at these other things. Because people just want tangible results, right? And I think that was Hillary's problem. She didn't have anything that she could grasp onto that she was going to accomplish once she was in office.
I can't believe
she didn't
that you have
say that there was anything there.
I can't believe you have confidence that Donald Trump is going to make it the whole 4 years, bro.
What do you mean by make it? Do you think someone's going to take him out?
I think Donald Trump's going to get impeached.
No, I mean, look, he has to do something illegal to get impeached. I think
he's on his way to doing that. He's got 3 lawsuits going right now for unconstitutional business ventures. And you know what I think is going to happen? I think Donald Trump's going to end up having to take the stand. Same thing Bill Clinton did. I think he's going to lie on the stand because he can't help it. Like, he's a liar. Like, I'm not even going to say he's a liar.
No,
he's an alternative.
He's not a liar.
He's an alternative fact provider.
That dude will keep it very real. Like, if you ask him, did you have sexual allegations with that woman? He'd be like, yeah, I fucked that bitch.
I don't know, man. He seems like he'll sell you a dream. He's the same guy that sat up on the stand and told us that he looked out at the mall and he saw people all the way back to the mall. I'm like, Donald, come on. We saw the same picture, bro. Like, listen, Donald Trump tweeted out a picture from the Women's March, but put inauguration. His inauguration with the date January 21st. The inauguration was the 20th.
Yeah,
you're not a good. He's just not good at lying.
I know. Okay, fair enough. So he's not good at lying, but and it's just like that's the problem right now is that you literally can't believe anything. Like, we should have never given people Photoshop. Photoshop should have been just for NASA.
Man, we should have never been for NASA. We should have never gave motherfuckers internet. Period.
Internet, Photoshop, nothing. Because until 2 days ago, I thought Barack Obama was grabbing Melania's ass right in front of Michelle. It's like, how do you go 8 years? I thought this dude went 8 years without a single bit of scandal. And then on the final day, he just grabbed up some pussy. He basically told Trump, oh, you grabbing pussy? Oh, we both grabbing pussy now.
Bro, we live in this world, man. We live in this world of alternative facts. We live in this world of alternative realities. You know what's so crazy? It's people out here that think like you. You literally thought that Barack Obama grabbed Melania's ass. So you ran with that. Not only did you
run with that. I didn't run with it. I didn't put it out there, but I did think it.
Bro, you text me and told me Barack grabbed Melania's ass. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I did that to you?
Yes. You text me and said Barack grabbed Melania's ass. I'm like, what? I didn't know what you was talking about.
Look, all I know is this, is that, you know what was kind of annoying about the some of the signs on the Women's March? Like, people saying free Melania and let Melania go and all this kind of shit. She chose this life. She's not a fucking slave, okay? She wanted to be with Donald Trump. She chose to be the what is it? The house, what is it? The token beautiful bride.
Yeah, but she ain't choose to be first lady though.
Doesn't matter. She can choose to not be. She can leave at any point in time. Like, stop making women out to be victims. Like, here's this this march about women's empowerment, and now you're not even holding this woman accountable for choosing to be with this guy that you all think is sexist. You should be just as angry at Melania for rewarding and defending the sexism as you are at the sexism. Right? Like, wouldn't you hold anybody else accountable? If you met Richard Spencer's wife, right? Would you go, oh, this poor girl is with Richard Spencer, this vile racist, and she's a victim and she's being forced to be with him? Or would you go, fuck this cunt, she needs to leave this asshole?
Yo, Richard Spencer got punched at the fucking inauguration.
Almost knocked the fuck. I mean, I think you got to drop him. I was a little upset that you suckered him and you didn't put him down. You got to put that man down.
I couldn't believe somebody punched him from the right side. I thought that punch would have came from the left.
Yo, the left is pussy, bro. The left would have had harsh words. Real talk. That's how I know that Donald Trump is going to make it through the presidency without any killings. Because one,
I don't know, bro.
Democrats don't have guns. They don't have guns. And two, and I'm a lifelong Democrat. We pussy. We scared. You
got Democrats who got guns? It's funny.
Democrats are afraid of gluten. No. They're afraid of food allergies. They're definitely not going to kill a president.
That's the thing. That's the problem with Democrats and Republicans. That's why I choose no party. You know, I reserve the right to vote for whoever I think is the best candidate. But like down south, Democrats got guns, bro. Don't get it fucked up. In South Carolina, they got guns. It's funny because Bakari literally was just tweeting about this last night because somebody tweeted Bakari and said, oh, the left-wing Bakari sellers. Hold on, matter of fact, I'm going to read the tweet. I'm going to read the tweet. Because I was like, where did they get that notion from? Like like somebody like Killer Mike. I don't know. I think Killer Mike leans more liberal, but Killer Mike has some of the most conservative views, simply because of the down south upbringing.
Sure. I mean, look, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that you should be bipartisan. I'm not 100% Democratic on everything. I'm not 100% conservative on anything. But when it comes to voting, you vote towards the issues that you feel need to be changed. And it just so happens that the issues that I tend to care about, the Democrats care about. I agree with giving more money so that the people less unfortunate can have an easier time transcending the economic structures in America. I believe in helping people out. I believe in minority and female rights. That's what I've voted for my entire life. So that's why I label myself a liberal. And I also label myself that way because I want to hold my party accountable. Yeah. It's easier to just sit in the middle and criticize both. It's like, I want to hold, when I see liberals acting like a bunch of bitches, whining and fucking crying and not actually doing anything, I want to hold you to the fire.
I mean, the truth of the matter is,
shit together.
Like, I'm over like even saying minority rights, women's rights. Human beings should want all rights for human beings. Like I get it. I get it. We got to put it in these categories, but that is a crazy line of thinking to me. Like, humans should want rights for other humans. Like, it's human rights.
You know who really needs rights? And this is no bullshit. And they don't get any kind of sympathy or empathy or anything. Ugly people. They need a march.
Bro,
the ugly people march because nobody is more disenfranchised than ugly people. Nobody makes less money an hour than ugly people, short people. No one has less opportunities than ugly and short people. They are the most disenfranchised across all races, genders, everything.
I made an observation this morning.
Yeah, what happened?
It was a cosmetically. I didn't think she was that cosmetically challenged. Some of the guys in the room were being guys, and they were talking about how cosmetically challenged this young lady was.
Some locker room talk?
Yeah, locker room talk. And,
right.
They were all like the ladies were there promoting a certain something, and the woman was just like, she was like, she just want to fuck everybody in the world. And somebody in the room goes, it's always the ones that aren't that attractive that want to fuck everybody. It's always the ones that aren't that attractive giving out all that free pussy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, of course it is.
Why did everybody look at me like that? Everybody in the room looked at me like I was fucking crazy. I don't know. Like Paige and Matt and Dwayne looked at me like I just said something so filthy.
Think about it. It makes total sense, right? Why does it make total sense? Because think about it. Women hate to be sexually harassed until they turn 50, and then when they're sexually harassed, it makes their day. They fucking love it.
By the way, 50,
street harassment.
You got to go higher than 50, bro, because 50 is looking amazing out here. Stacey Dash just turned 50, and I don't know if she's alt-right, conservative right, up, down, left, right, select, start, A-B, but that motherfucker's still fine.
Okay, fair enough. So there's 3 girls that are 50 and hot, but the rest of them are fucking disgusting. So the reality of the matter is once you stop getting attention, you value attention. Right now, younger women, they're spoiled, so they don't want none of it. So once they turn 45,
it basically said if you want to grab pussies like Donald Trump, just wait till women turn 70. What you say?
Hell, dude, you could walk up to a 70-year-old chick, right? And you could spit on your hand and just start rubbing that clit right up, and she will say thank you. She will say thank you very much.
That is an alternative fact, ladies and gentlemen.
But obviously, you should ask for permission. Okay,
yeah, don't be the pervert. Don't be the pervert who gets arrested because you listen to Brilliant Idiots and Andrew Schultz told you to grab a 70-year-old pussy.
Right. I want you to at least get permission in the form of a head nod. Just lick your fingers.
What you say, baby?
Look at her in the face.
What did you say? You want to help me with my bags? You want to help me with my bags and push me?
I want to help you with your vag. That's what I want to help you with.
You want to grab my pussy? Oh, you want to help me with my bags and push me? Yeah, come push me, baby. Please, push me. This wheelchair ain't automatic. Come push me, baby. Now, Bakari, somebody tweeted Bakari and said, ignorant Bakari sellers who doesn't own a gun and knows very little about guns tells others to educate themselves. Shaking my head. Bakari, we tweet him and goes, I own and have a concealed weapons permit. Funny story. At Nikki Haley and I took our class together. Nikki Haley is a very conservative, right wing.
Yeah.
She's something in Trump's cabinet now. What is she now in Trump's cabinet? I forgot.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
What was she? Governor of South Carolina, I think?
I don't know but I've heard the name.
She's the what of the United Nations, Matt? Brand ambassador. Oh, UN ambassador. Fucking Matt Raz pull up his computer and gonna show me a article of a young fast food worker that put menstrual blood all over somebody's burger.
Respect,
man. That period patty probably tasty as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask for a medium rare, what he's supposed to do?
What the fuck, yo?
You can got a choice.
Hey, make sure you go to BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com. Order some socks, order a hoodie, order you a Brilliant Idiots t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? We got all kind of nice merchandise up there. Salute to High U Clothing for providing the Brilliant Idiots merchandise for our loyal listeners. So please go to BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com. Okay?
Hey.
And order you some Brilliant Idiots goodies.
That's very true. And also, go to thebrilliantidiots.com or theandrewschultz.com and sign up for the newsletter. I want you to get your emails in. Make sure you put your city and state, and whatever cities and states have the most emails, that's where we're going to target our next live shows.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay, exactly. So we're also going to fill you in with projects. We're going to fill you in with information about, Charlamagne's probably going to go on a book tour. So we're going to make sure that we get you information of that. I mean, assuming you are, Charlamagne.
Let's be clear. I'm not probably going on a book tour. I am going on a book tour.
Okay, you're a busy man. I don't know.
Touchstone, Simon & Schuster has a Charlamagne the God bus.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So you got the bus.
Black
so
privilege,
that.
baby.
We got my live shows I'm going to let you guys know about. So make sure you sign up for that. That is the best way that we can get direct contact with you. Again, the podcast, we care about direct contact with you guys. We want to be able to tell you exactly what we have going on and give that content directly to you. Cut the middleman out. So make sure you sign up to that. And we're going to keep you going on, keep you abreast to what is going on in our lives. You can get that at theandrewschultz.com or thebrilliantidiots.com. So make sure you sign up for that.
And also go to cthabook.com, cthabook.com, and pre-order my first book, Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. It's just 8 principles to help you unlock your God-given privilege, okay? cthabook.com, cthabook.com. Book will be in stores April 18th, tax day.
Let's make this book a New York Times bestseller. Let's not fuck around. Let's let them know how we get down over here on Brilliant Idiots and show them the power that we have to move the needle.
Yeah, it's number one on Amazon right now. It's number one in general broadcasting. Salute to Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble just made a great order yesterday. So, it's some high expectations for this book, man. So please, let's show them that niggas read. And when I buy niggas, I mean niggas of all races. White niggas, black niggas, Asian niggas, Jewish niggas. Yeah. All niggas, please show them that we read. And if we don't if you don't read, we got the audio version coming, voiced by me. Now, what about Richard Spencer?
Here's the thing about this Richard Spencer thing. Okay, so he gets punched in the face, and I know that I know that I'm supposed to say, okay, it's illegal to punch people in the face. You're not supposed to get punched in the face. But reality is, I don't care. I think more people need to get punched in the face and more people need to get robbed. I think that these were both things that really shaped my life because it made me realize, yeah, we live in this country where there's freedom of speech. We do live in that world and we live in a very safe country. But the reality is there are always repercussions for your actions.
It should be.
There's always an equal and opposite reaction to every action that you make, right? We say this to women all the time. Don't put your hands on a guy. I will never hit you back ever, but that doesn't mean he won't hit you back. Okay. You don't know what could happen. So the reality of the matter is it illegal to hit him? Yes, but that doesn't mean people won't. People will hit you in your fucking face.
What do I always tell y'all?
But I'll tell you this, you are only as safe as the choices you make in life. Okay? So you have to be able to live with your worst case scenario. And that's just what people got to realize. Is it wrong and illegal to do? Yeah. But hey, man, you got knocked the fuck out for what you said. Now you better watch out and stop being so fucking cavalier. If you want to have those views, you got to have those views with protection, fam. That's the reality because people will punch you in your mouth. Now, why hasn't somebody shot Zimmerman? That's what I want to know.
Listen, I'm not wishing that on anyone. I just wish for everybody to get back what they put out, and I wish for everyone to get what they deserve. Now, with that said, absolutely you can't tell someone how to react. It don't matter if it's verbally or physically. If I push, I don't know what kind of energy I'm gonna get back. I may get pushed back. I may get punched back. I may get shot back. That's just the way things are. Yep. That's why I don't like people just walking up on me, because I don't know what I may have said about something or someone that person may not like. People are devoted to things nowadays. People love certain artists. People love certain sports teams. People love their cities. Like, I don't know what I may have said that may have offended somebody. Some motherfuckers is just crazy. Listen, Wax had to choke a guy out 2 days ago, right?
Seriously?
Yeah, this was yesterday, matter of fact.
What happened?
A guy comes to the radio station. He asked to see me and Angela Yee. So security, which is so crazy to me, security calls Wax. Right, so Wax comes down. That's what they have. They have in case of emergency, call Wax. So Wax comes down because the guy started acting unruly, and he was like spitting it to security guards, whatever. You know, security guards, they're older dudes, older gentlemen. They ain't really about no action. So Wax gets down there, and the guy's like, "Look, man, I got a meeting with Charlamagne, and I'm here. I got a hat for Angela Yee. I'm here to sing for Angela Yee." So the guy just starts singing, right? Mm-hmm. So then Wax goes, "Come on, man, let's go outside." And the guy goes, "Do I have to fight you to get upstairs?" So you can't say that to Wax. Because Wax, and I understand why Wax feels this way. Wax, in Wax's mind, Wax is like, I'm 6'4", 240 pounds. Clearly, you can't beat me physically. So for you to talk to me in that manner, you must have a gun. So Wax reacts appropriately. He grabs him up, detains him, chokes him up a little bit, pats him down, make sure he don't got nothing. They call the police. Building calls the police. Long story short, this guy comes back later on after getting choked up. After having a conversation with the police, he still comes back. So the moral of the story is, some motherfuckers is just crazy. like he said, he wanted to sing for Angela Yee, and he had an interview with me. I don't know this guy. So some people are just crazy. That's all I'm trying to say. So
yeah, exactly. So you can't trust their actions. You
have to account for all of that. You have to account for all of that. So I don't feel sorry for Richard Spencer in no way, shape, or form, because, like you said, if you're going to put it out there like that, stand on your shit and be able to protect your interests based off the words that come out of your mouth. Period.
Very true.
It's simple.
Very true. Do we know who hit him?
It was another white guy. I know that white on white crime is a beast out here in these streets.
It was a white guy that hit Richard Spencer?
You didn't see his face. He had the mask on, but you could still see the white around his eyes, unless he had it painted on to give the illusion he was a white guy.
It could have been a light-skinned black dude. You don't know.
Listen, I love it even more if it's a white guy. You know why I love it even more if it's a white guy? Because it shows that all white people aren't racist. And it shows that people are linking up. Good people are linking up to go against evil. There's nothing wrong with that. We need solidarity. We need togetherness. Now is the time to show the world that America is not the divisive, fucked up place that it seems to be, especially on social media nowadays.
You're right.
Yeah, like you go on the internet, man, I just see black going against white. I see women going against women. Like, everybody got these cliques. Like, that shit is silly to me. Like, you understand that how much intersectionality it is in the world?
Yeah, it's absurd.
Like,
it's all nonsense.
We have no choice but to deal with each other. Like people got mad at Chrisette Michelle for singing at the inauguration. Look, man,
right.
I'm not trying to judge people's actions. I'm trying to judge their motives. Chrisette Michelle said she went to bridge the gap. She wanted to look in the eyes of these people who she feels like maybe discriminating against us. Like, she said she got invited, so she just wanted to go. She said after she performed, she went and shook everybody's hands, yada, yada, yada. Everybody killed her, called her a coon, and Uncle Tom said she only did it for the check, blah, 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 whatever. Man, I don't know. All I know is what she said, the reason she said she did it, and the reason she said she did it are genuine. Only thing I want is for the other side to start saying things like that. I want to hear more conservatives say, I just want to, get to know them, or I just want to talk to them, or I want to open up the lines of communication. I don't want conservatives just to be throwing their middle fingers up and like, fuck them. You know what I mean? Because when it does like that, it looks like it's one-sided. Like, why are the oppressed always extending the olive branch. I want some of the so-called oppressors to extend the olive branch as well. Because let's be clear, if anybody...
Well, that's what the guy did when he punched Richard Spencer in the face.
What do you mean?
He's extending the olive branch. He's saying, hey, we're not all about this. It makes perfect sense to me.
That's true.
It makes perfect sense to me, to be honest, that a white guy punches Richard Spencer in the face, because who is Richard Spencer affecting the lives of?
White and black people.
Yes, but here, think about it. It's really white people when you think about it, because black people already know that they already know that white people are racist, right? It's like, for example, when a Muslim terrorist blows some shit up, who is he really hurting the lives of, right? He's hurting the people he killed, which are most often Muslim. But on top of that, it's bad branding for Muslims, right? Because he's making everybody else think that Muslims are going to blow everything up. So you look at Richard Spencer, right? And you go, okay, this guy isn't really affecting black people at all, because black people already are under the impression and believe that there are tons of racist white people out there. So another racist white person isn't changing their viewpoints on white people, but this white person, Richard Spencer, is now affecting the lives of white people, because it's like, oh, he's proof that white people are racist. Oh, right? He's out there being openly racist. So if I'm a white guy, I'm going, fuck you, man. You're fucking my life up. Yeah, you and me got the same haircut, and you're out here spewing racist shit. Now I got to change my haircut so I don't look like I got the racist white guy haircut.
Bro, we all got bad branding.
You're right.
I ain't shit like Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? And Jane Elliott ain't shit like fucking Kellyanne Conway. Like, it's different. It's different branding. Like, everybody got bad branding. But what we have to stop doing, that's why I don't like generalizing. I can't stand it. I hate generalizations. I do not like generalizations. Everybody is individuals. America deals with these extremes. We got to start dealing with more nuance, period. So listen, I loved the Women's March. And I feel like we need to do some type of other march. Like, it needs to be a march that is centered around that scripture in Ephesians that I quoted earlier, where it's like, you know, we don't war against flesh and blood. We war against principles and values. So if you're on this side, meaning just straight up team good, you want human rights for all people. Like, I was listening to Jamel Hill on Combat Jack's podcast, and she was talking about her mother. Her mother voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they were talking about how Jim Brown supports Trump. And they brought up a good point. They talked about how old people are stuck in their ways. Like, old people are just stuck in their ways. Like, the world was a certain way. Like, some people aren't going to be accepting of transgender law bathrooms. Some people aren't going to be accepting of gay marriage. Even people who have been marginalized and oppressed in this society, they're not going to feel comfortable with that kind of stuff. As long as they got their rights, they'll discriminate against everybody else. And that's just the old mindset. So a lot of times we say,
come on, how many friends of ours do we have? How many black friends of ours do we have that talk about how racist people are to black people and then make fun of the Chinese delivery guy?
Yeah, are discriminate against gay people.
Yeah, of course. Exactly. So people can't see out of their situation.
You can't see out of their situation. So my whole point in saying that is, we always say older white people have to die. No, people with old mindsets just have to die, period. That's what Socrates had a philosophy where he would say, you know, the secret to change is not focusing on the old, but building on creating the new. We live in a new world. That's another reason I don't think the Trump administration is going to last, because they're not living in a new world. Like, this isn't new ideas. This isn't a new set of rules they're dealing with. Like, they're trying to really turn back the clock to the way the world used to be. Bro, America is a different, diverse melting pot. Like, yo, I'm not going to say all of America is like New York, because that just would be a silly comment, but you could go to the Midwest and go to these rural areas and see pockets of Mexicans in places you probably never saw them before.
Sure.
Places where it was just all white people at one point, or old white people. You'll see Mexicans, you'll see more Latinos all throughout the country. So it's just like, yo, we just live in a different, diverse world, and you're either going to accept that change or die for not adapting. Period. Adapt or die.
Yo, adapt or die, man. I was talking about, that's a great point. I was talking to my boy about it, and it's a decision that you have to make yourself. We were talking about privilege, right? And my buddy, he's Asian, and he was talking about how he just never let the fact that he wasn't white hold him back, right? And he just never had that mindset like he couldn't do something because he was white. And we were talking about why maybe that's difficult for some people. And he goes, you know what I think it worked for me is because I experienced success young. And success in terms of sports, success in terms of school, whatever it is, but success. And we were talking about it, and it's like, and this is interesting for your book as well. You could tell people all you want about how they have privilege, but it's hard for them to register it until it happens to them. Like, for example, fat people who are fat talk about how hard it is to be fat all the time. But once one of them loses weight, they can't stop telling you how easy it is to lose weight if you just put your foot forward and actually go to do it, right? Like they become these weight loss gurus. They start teaching courses, etc., because they know the success of it. So I think part of the trick of privilege is one, having compassion for people who understand, for having compassion for people who don't understand yet that they can access that privilege, but also developing a platform where they can access it so they can realize it is possible.
You're absolutely right. It's two things you said that stood out to me just now. Number one, we do have to have empathy for other people's situations. You know, because everybody's circumstances is different. Nobody, regardless of people's stupid ass contrary popular belief, is a monolith. Everybody's different. And like every section of race, gender, people are different. Like this woman's not gonna think like this woman. This white person's not gonna think like that white person. This black person's not gonna think like that black person, that person, whatever. So that's number one. We do have to have empathy for other people's situations. And number two, success rate. Like when you see somebody who actually unlocked their privilege, and being fat is a great example because you all have a sexy, alternate person inside that fat body. You know what I'm saying? You just got to unlock them like a hidden character in a video game. How do you unlock them? You eat healthy. You work out. You know what I mean? You take care of yourself. Like you do things to unlock that person. So if you want some of that quote unquote pretty girl privilege, a sexy guy privilege, lose that motherfucking weight. So that's a great example. So it's success rates. I can tell somebody, first of all, I think privilege is a spiritual thing. That's what I talk about in my book. I think that, God having us here, you look at the odds for us just being here. You know what I mean? Like you got a better chance of hitting the fucking Powerball lottery or the Mega Millions, but just us being here is a privilege within itself. So I feel like even though in this society, yes, some privilege is systemic, all privilege is spiritual. We're just all of us are spiritual beings living a human existence. So I feel like you need to tap into that. But number two, once you do become successful in some way, shape, or form, it's easier to tell somebody how to unlock their privilege.
Yeah, of course.
And they're going to listen to you because they see.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. They might not listen to you. And that is something that we have to have compassion for. And they might chalk up the world that they live in to all these disadvantages that they were given since birth. And we have to have compassion for that because they just haven't had the experience that we've had, not in terms of me having white skin or you having black skin, but in terms of the success that we've been able to have, right? Like nobody can tell you, Charlemagne the God, that if you follow your dreams, they won't come true because in your life, you actually chose to follow your dreams and they came true. Same for me. But so no matter how many times we tell somebody that, if they haven't experienced success, they don't believe it. So what we got to develop, and I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days, I want to develop some sort of system which can show people that they can have some success. And it doesn't have to be in entertainment. It could be in weight loss. It could be in anything. But this idea that you can transcend the lack of privilege that you might have, because once you feel that success, once you feel it a little bit, if you're trying to lose weight and you see that first 10 pounds come off, you're addicted to it.
Absolutely.
Success is just as addictive as victimology.
Absolutely.
You just have to get addicted to that success. Like when you see people who don't drink or don't do drugs, they become addicted to being sober. And that dictates their life and that dictates what's going on. I would argue that you and I are addicted to work because we get success from this work. So find a way to be addicted to the success and the privilege that you have and not the victimology that you have, because the victimology will get you absolutely nowhere. It'll get you retweets. It will get you retweets and it'll get you some people screenshotting your shit and being, look how woke he is, but it will get you absolutely nowhere. You will be broke and you'll have nothing going on in your life. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying and you're making excuses for it, it's because you haven't had success yet. And I have compassion for you. I do have compassion for you, but you haven't had success yet. And only people who've had success or are willing to take that risk will understand what I'm talking about. And I honestly, in my heart, hope that those people that are doubting what we're saying right now, one day open their hearts to this idea of their privilege. I really hope that.
They need to. And the main reason victimology gets you nowhere is because, number one, everything starts with a mindset. And being that everything starts with a mindset, you know, if you already have the mindset that you can't win, you won't win. And number two, the reason victimology gets you nowhere is because nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like nobody gives a fuck about you sitting around telling me what you can't do. Nobody gives a fuck about your situation. None of that. Because everybody is out here trying to get it. And it is very hard, and this is something that I'm learning to do. It is hard to have empathy for people who tell you what they can't do simply based off what I've been through in my life. And, and this is where I feel like a lot of us are at in this country. And this is why I say I'm not going to sit around and awfulize the Donald Trump presidential administration. I don't give a fuck. And what I mean by that is, when I was growing up on a dirt road in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, and, you know, I had, you know, convictions on my record, and people told me, oh, you're never going to get a good job. You're going to have to go in the Army. You're never going to be nothing in life. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck because I knew that I was destined for more than what my circumstances were telling me. Same situation we're in right now. If you feel like Donald Trump's presidential administration is going to hinder your life in some way, shape, or form, if you think that it's going to hold you back from being great, if you feel like the world is going to end because Donald Trump is president, I want to simply tell you, stop being pussy. I want you to, I want to tell you to fear God more than you fear government. And I want to tell you that regardless of who is in the White House, you got to get up off your ass and go get it. And the one thing I do like about this Trump administration, it is sparked some type of seed in people's mind where people are mobilizing, where people are like, fuck that, I'm going to go out here and get this money. Because at the end of the day, economic empowerment is the only thing that can truly save you. That's it. You got to go out there and figure out a way to get this money. And I'm not even just talking about in the entertainment field. There's plenty of ways to go get money. How about finally go get your education? I'll tell you something bigger. I know two dudes. Not going to say their names because our deal isn't done yet. But these two young kids from Chicago have created something. And the thing they created is so simple. And they have made $150,000. And I know because my salute to Karen, we've gone through the books because we're going in business with these kids. They have created something that has made $150,000 between May of last year to right now. And it is the most simplest thing. And it's just simple little genius. And they're profiting off the culture that they live. That's what we all have to do. We all have to look around. You know how Gary Vaynerchuk tells you, like, okay, you might have some old sneakers or you might have some old clothes, have a garage sale, go sell some video games, like whatever. Look around at the things around you, the things that you think have no value, they have a lot of value. That's what everybody has to tap into. Now we have to tap into that entrepreneurial spirit, and we all have to economically empower ourselves. I don't give a fuck who's in the White House. And that's the problem. A lot of motherfuckers got comfortable because Barack was in the White House, and they was probably feeling even more comfortable because they thought Hillary was about to get in the White House, and they like these symbols, like, oh, black man in the White House, oh, woman in the White House. Now that you got this white male authority figure who got us feeling like, oh, he about to turn back the clock and start slavery again, motherfuckers is like, oh, fuck that, oh man, fuck that, I gotta get this money. You should have been thinking like that.
Absolutely, you got to think like that. And I think you made something a good point about thinking it's pussy. That. It is weird to say this, but it's like, I think people who are victims are pussy, who have that victim mindset are pussy. And I know I have to have more compassion for it. But the way I look at it is I see them as being afraid of greatness. And I hang out with people of all different races. Like if you look at my friend group, the male, female, all different races, but none of them are victims and none of them are afraid of greatness. Okay, regardless of what it is, that none of them fear that, because I can't surround myself with folks like that, because that negative energy, that shit weighs on you.
It weighs on you, bro. As soon as somebody tells me what they can't do,
soon as somebody
tells me what they can't do,
I don't want to be around you.
It's the same thing as people that have divisive conversations. Soon as you tell me what you can't do, and I'm talking about the reasons for can't. Like I remember when I was younger, and like I said, I had a couple of strikes on my record, criminal strikes, and people would be like, "Man, it don't even make no sense to go fill out no job application. You ain't gonna get no job." I could have easily just adopted that mindset of my cousins or friends that was telling me that. I could have easily said, "Nah, fuck you, you're right. I'm just gonna sell crack." I said, "Man, I gotta at least go see." You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I went down to motherfucking Industrial Acoustics Company in Mount Carmel, South Carolina, filled out the application, got hired. Got fired in about 2 weeks, but I still got hired. So you know what else I did? I went down to the Flower Garden, filled out an application, got hired. Got fired in about a week, but I still had got hired. Then I went down to Demo in the Mall, filled out an application. Whenever I used to get to that part, and they'd be like, "Have you ever been convicted of it?" Yes. Just write down what it was. Boom. I got the job at Demo in the Mall. Did the same thing for telemarketing. Now, I'm not saying that that's everybody's experience. I'm only telling you about mine. All I'm telling you is that if I would have listened to these motherfuckers telling me what I can't do or what wasn't going to happen, I would have never even tried. At least motherfucking try.
You just made the best argument for never hiring felons.
Why?
Because every single job that they took a chance on hiring a felon, you got fired within a week.
No, I worked at Demo in the Mall for a long time. I worked at the telemarketing place for a couple of years. Yeah, and then I got in the radio. Like the Industrial Acoustics Company wasn't for me. I was they had this big. That was my first real job. So and then I was with this white dude who had red hair, and he used to always have weed. So he was a terrible influence. We used to smoke weed, and then they used to put us in the back to knock down trees, and it was just like this big ass fucking metal steel truck shit. I used to stand on and act like I was performing. I was stupid. I remember the lady who fired me. The lady who fired me, her name was Gail Cobb. I remember that verbatim. And you know what? She was absolutely right. I didn't fit into that shit.
Good. She helped you out. But the point is you went out there and you actually tried to do it.
That's it.
And that's what look, I'm gonna try my hardest to have empathy and compassion for the people who don't realize that they have success within them and they can be successful and they can get addicted to a success. That being said, I don't want nothing to do with you personally.
Listen, man.
I don't want nothing to do with you losers personally. I'm sorry to even call you losers, but to me, you're losers. So,
bro, character is infectious. Character is infectious, Schultz. You can be around people that infect you positively, or you can be around people that infect you negatively, yo. Character's infectious. That's why I always tell y'all, guard your energy, man, and watch your energy when you're around people. If your energy goes up around people, that's somebody you should be around. Your energy goes down around people, that's not somebody you should be around, bro. True, the law of energy is that energy is never lost or destroyed, just merely transferred from one party to the next. So if a fucker with negative energy comes around you, guess what he's going to do? Put that negative energy in you. If somebody with positive energy comes around, he's going to put that positive energy in you. Character is infectious as fuck.
Yo, that is so true about people. I never considered that about people. I mean, I guess maybe naturally we're drawn to that, but like there are people that can be a drain. They can be exhausting. And though I'll be honest, at first, sometimes the people who are a little harder to win over are kind of exciting because it's a challenge. But after a while, those people become exhausting because I don't want to work that hard to hang out with you.
I don't got that kind of time to waste. You know why I don't got that kind of time to waste? I got 2 daughters. You know what I mean? I got 2 daughters who I will sit around and infect positively. I don't have time to sit around and convince you of what you can do in your life. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just really don't. Like you, and you know what I love, man? I love kids that just get it because honestly, that's the way the world works. You either get it or you don't. Now you may deal with some hard-headed motherfuckers, but you can see that they have some type of value, or you can see that they have greater potential than what they're showcasing. But then some you meet, you just know it's going to take a lot. And by a lot, I mean he's going to have to go to jail. He's going to have some tragic experience happen in his life. It takes a lot for people to actually wake up. I ain't got time. I just don't. Yeah. I don't have time. I don't have time. Nobody has time anymore. That's the other thing you need to realize. That's the other part. That's the third part of why you shouldn't be a motherfucking victim. Number 1 is mindset, because once you tell yourself what you can't do, you won't do. Number 2 is nobody gives a fuck. And number 3 is what I just fucking said, nobody got time.
Nobody got time.
Nobody
bro.
got time. We don't got time to coddle you, nigga.
Nobody's putting you on. Put yourself on. There's a great thing. In the book that you always talk about, the 48 Laws of Power, which is when you're doing business with somebody, instead of asking them to help you out, show them why it will help them out.
Absolutely.
People care about their self-interest. And this is something that honestly I can learn about. You know, when I'm trying to sell projects, I'm out here going, hey, give me a shot, instead of going, this would be great for your network. This would be amazing for your network. How can we assist you? How can we help you? My ears are gonna start listening when you're thinking about how it can do for me, because everybody at the end of the day has self-interest. How can I help provide for my family? How can I help provide for my children, my wife?
And guess what? Everybody has currency and don't even know it. Like, all you motherfuckers like to tweet and talk crazy on the internet all day. Listen, I'm talking to one of the biggest director producers in Hollywood yesterday, and I'm talking to them about somebody else, somebody who I feel is amazing talent, and I want to see something happen with them. And this person said to me, hold on a second. Oh, never mind. And this person said to me, what kind of social media following do they have? Now, mind you, they know the person I'm talking about. They know them already. But he wanted to know what that social media following looks like, because that's currency. Sure. So I'm saying everybody has some type of currency nowadays. Like, you have something to bring to the motherfucking table, period. So,
no.
Look, man.
Absolutely. Exercise your privilege, exercise your success, man. Dude, honestly, there's some bars on the show that we just gave you guys that I'm going to listen back to, because there were thoughts that were, I'm sure, been ruminating in your head, but ruminating in my head. And I didn't really know how to articulate them, but I think that we put them out together. But there is this idea that I understand that you might think that you don't have privilege. And there are tons of people who think that way. And I also understand you won't get it until you experience it. It's like going to Burning Man, right? Like, everybody who doesn't go is like, this is stupid, I wouldn't like it. I'm not convincing you to like it anymore. You have to experience success. You have to experience Burning Man to know you like it. Maybe it's like getting a finger in your ass. I don't want a finger in my ass.
All right,
but everybody who's had a finger in their ass seems to tell me it's a great thing. So maybe you need to experience this privilege and success to realize that you have it. So go do that shit. If you don't get success, put a finger in your ass.
That's what my whole book is about. That's what Black Privilege.
Buy that book, bro.
Black Privilege
April
Opportunity
18th.
comes to those who create it. That's what it's about. I take you on my whole journey about, how I, basically got to where I am, and I teach you the life lessons that I learned along the way. It's 8 principles to help you unlock your God-given privilege. Black Privilege Opportunity comes to those who create it. Go purchase my book, seethebook.com, CTHABOOK.com. Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, all that good stuff. I think we done, Schultz, because I got to go have a fucking meeting.
Yo, man, it's great talking to you. I like doing it over the phone sometimes. It's a different energy, but it's nice. Are
you naked?
Yeah.
I'll call you later. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, oh man, hold on one second. Before we go. Rest in peace to my man Q.
Oh yeah.
From WorldStarHipHop.com. That shit hurt my heart to hear that. Q was my guy. Me and Q used to talk all the time. Q has been supporting me in my career for well over a decade. I'm talking about when WorldStar first started, they would post old interviews of mine from like Columbia, South Carolina, whether it was Buffy the Body, when I told T-Pain he was a terrible singer live, like when me and Little Duval was doing the Hood State of the Union, it didn't matter whether I was on radio or off radio. WorldStar always supported Charlamagne the God. Q was my guy. You talked about getting a finger in your ass. Q was the only other dude other than me who admitted that, he's gotten his ass eaten and he kind of enjoyed it. And, I know that's probably a weird thing for people to hear two guys bond over, but we used to bond openly about it and laugh about and laugh about it. Q was a good dude, man. I mean, Q was a great, great dude. And he was really, even though his net worth was $20 million, he was really taking his brand and everything to the next level because, we got the WorldStar TV show that's coming on MTV2. It actually debuts Friday, February 4th at 11 p.m. on MTV2. That show's going to still go on. And he had the WorldStar movie coming. I don't know what the deal's going to be with that, man, but Rest in peace to Q, man. Really good brother. People need to take care of themselves, man. You know, Q was trying to get in shape. He had a trainer. He was trying to lose weight. At one point, he had got over 300 pounds. I don't know exactly where he was at weight-wise when he passed this week, but, you know, he did have a heart attack. And, you know, they from what
Is it true about the massage parlor?
Yes, from what I read an article in the newspaper in San Diego, and they said it was in a massage parlor because I think he had a house in San Diego. I don't know if it was San Diego or Arizona, but it was somewhere. He was at a massage parlor, and he became unresponsive at the massage parlor, and they said it was due to heart failure, and they said it was because of obesity from the article I read. And it's not no Vlad TV. This is actual, you know, newspaper in the area. So, you know.
So the moral of the story is that Chris Morrow's people killed Q.
I have no idea, man.
An unhappy ending at this massage
Jesus
parlor.
Christ, yo,
But
stop it. No. I can't even say it's too soon. Who cares? No, whatever.
But no, very sad. I mean, Q is all he put up. You know, the first thing that I ever did with you that went viral was that sketch that we did, the sneakerhead sketch.
Yeah.
And Q put that up on the website, and that was great. That was great. It was great to see the influence of that and people talking about it. So
Q was
I think that's cute. Yo, take care of yourself, man. This weight shit is serious. This shit will kill you.
Take care of yourself, man. The food out here is already fucked up. It's bad. So, you know, we got to do what we got to do to adjust. That's what life is about. What I told you, adapt or die. Like, stop complaining about shit, but then overindulging in the same shit you're complaining about. You know what I'm saying? If you know the food is bad, watch your goddamn calorie intake. You know what I mean?
Eat some vegetables.
Eat some fucking vegetables, man. So rest in peace to my guy Q. Really good dude. I was looking at my text messages the last time we text each other, because we talked on the phone, but the last time we texted each other was actually Christmas Day. And it was just like, yo, Merry Christmas, man. And he was just like, yo, Merry Christmas, man. I see what you're doing out here in the TV world, man. You gotta help. You gotta guide me out here. And I'm like, I got you, bro. Like, let's go. And, you know, we talked on the phone, you know, since then, but just fucked up, man. Bad, terrible situation. Rest in peace to my man Q.
Take care of yourself. Rest in peace. And honestly, like you've been touching on this the last few weeks, but about the luck it is, the privilege it is for you to even be born, right?
Yes.
Like, it is crazy, that luck. And don't waste it.
Don't waste it.
The luck that you have that you're even here, why wouldn't you ride this shit out as long as you possibly can in the most healthy way you possibly can do it?
Don't waste it on drugs. Don't waste it on alcohol. Don't waste it on
hamburgers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Don't waste it on fucking cheese. I mean, if you are going to kill yourself, don't do it with cheeseburgers. Use a drug or some shit. You know, at least get high off of it. Fuck raw. Go to Brazil. Get Zika and AIDS. Do it in a fun way. You literally are going to die and leave $20 million in the bank because you want a milkshake. You got to stop that shit. Put yourself first. Literally put yourself first.
So once again, rest in peace to my man Q, man. And as always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.